recording as well here. Let's see. Nick preemptively removing Ada Anakin is smart. Says this the effort when he inevitably gets one shot. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
It would be funny if I did that preemptively. It was totally because Will just played on stream and lost Anakin last game, and I just didn't reset it. That's totally that's what happened. Yeah, so we're playing Assault Satellite Array. So this all 5 objectives, no scenario action required. Just point and shoot and be near the obstacles, like King of the Hill, essentially. Taylor, what's your favorite scenario you like to play these days?
This one's not too terrible just because of the actions required. Obviously, everybody loves chance. But I don't mind Assault Satellite Array. 5 objectives, you can really spread out and play it a little bit. Just go totally across the board. It kind of encourages a lot of people to just span out a little bit more. It also means you get less of that.
I'm gonna move this a little closer to you.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
You're good. Quiet, but
you're good.
You just get a lot of less synergy from range 1, range 2 when you've got a ton of objectives across the board, depending on how it's set up, of course.
Keep talking.
But I gotta ad lib. You're really gonna make me do this. Ultimately, Chance is probably one of the better ones for most factions. This one I think really shines out to be there.
You survived. You survived the mic test. We're good. I boosted you a little bit just to kind of
yeah,
similar
probably
level.
just a little quiet, but
you're good.
Try not to.
You're good. Yeah, you got your own little monitor set up here.
So at least I can see what's going on.
You get to see. I have to constantly toggle in and out. My iPad, I couldn't connect to the internet here, so just like I don't have that as my scorekeeper like I usually do.
Try to angle it a little bit so at least you get another shot.
You're good. Whatever is comfortable for you. I can always
works.
full screen on my side here, so
yeah, that's fine.
Not the end of the world. We are. We're right here. If I wait a minute.
He presses the right button.
Oh, I didn't. I hit put game screen. We are here. We go booth. There we go. Hello there.
Hi, how you doing?
We're here. We have faces. We're human beings that exist. We're not AI.
I am not a robot.
You're not
like
AI.
the list I'm playing.
Yeah. So what's your list?
I was playing Brobots.
Hell yeah, that's amazing.
88A, 88B. I was running Manaru with 88D because it's kind of funny to have a secret third IG, and then I ran Nadru with multi-missile pods because you can share around the calculates. It's fun.
Yeah, the IGs. I used to play end of 2.0. I played the 2 IGs in Fenrau.
I love Fenrau, but I'm trying to avoid them for the XWA stuff. Try to fan out a little bit more and try some other stuff.
Try to fen out?
Yeah, fan out. But truthfully, it was pretty good. He's just really, really good, strong pilot, but you got to find some other stuff to do, especially when they adjust points.
He's really predictable too. I find that to be an easy,
predictable, but still good.
Still, the right kind of predictable, right? So let's. I think we're about ready to go here. Again, final match. It's Will Scott versus Ryan Shampo. First Order, or rather, sorry, Republic versus Rebels. Thinking about FO earlier because we did have an FO game. So we've got all factions but Scum and Resistance. So 5 of the 7. Although all factions were represented at this tournament, and he only had a dozen players. So that's actually really neat to see that kind of full representation of all the factions. That's a good sign. I like to see that with the beta points so far. That means that things are trending in the right direction. Things aren't perfect. I'm the PR lead for XWA, and so I do a lot of the posting, you guys see all the letterheads and all the announcements and stuff. I'm usually directly involved with all that stuff. Not a part of the points decision making at all, and I can't imagine being so, but I feel like they've done a good job
we're starting
so
to
far.
move.
We are moving and grooving. Time has started. Round 1 underway. How do you feel about the X-Wing Alliance points so far?
I'm liking what they're doing. It definitely isn't perfect, and that's why we're still in beta, personally. Looks like we got to rotate, too. But there's still a lot of work to be done, and we've got plenty of time on that. I was an alpha tester for some of that, and that was an interesting period of time.
Oh,
I'll be honest about that.
Yeah.
But
it's like, whoa, this isn't good.
Community reactions always going to be mixed for this kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, it's just important to remind everybody, play this stuff, submit feedback, what you like, what you don't like. That is the most important thing. Give out your data. Make sure everybody is, getting what you like and what you don't like en masse.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have said it better myself. I think I'd say we're about 70% of the way there. That 30% is not a small gap, but it's I would say at the healthiest AMG points had been, we were about maybe 60% of the way there at best, and then more recently, I think we fell back to about 50%. You just had way too many pilots being eliminated from the conversation of list building.
Yeah, and there's still some tweaks to be done here and there. You know, you're not going to make everybody happy, so the points team, I can imagine, can be pulling their hair out here and there over some stuff.
Shout out to my points team, Catherine, Dale, Greg, and of course the points lead, Ollie. All of them part of the team. Let's talk about the list really quick. I'll do. I'll break down the first order. I don't know why I'm thinking Republic and first order, anything similar. They don't even sound similar. I'll break down the Republic list really quick for Will, and then I'll have you do Ryan's list. So we're starting with Anakin, the custom Anakin. 4 points. Only has enough loadout for Predator, but obviously he's could be difficult to take down at I-6. He has access to the 3-Force and an evade as intuitive controls to reposition the system phase. We've got CLT Obi-Wan in that Delta 7 Aether Sprite, has R7, A7, marksmanship, and patience. Then we've got Oddball in the V-Wing. He's got Besh, R4 Astromech, and Ion Torpedoes. What's really nifty with him is that if he is able to line up the bullseye when he does the red focus, he can get a double modded shot on somebody. It's just kind of, it doesn't happen often, but it's possible. It can be really solid. Double mod Ion Torps can be quite effective. Then we've got Tucker, a really sneaky part of this list, as we saw last round, with munitions failsafe, barrage rockets, and trick shot. When a friendly ship performs an attack, he can, if they're at range 1 to 2 of Tucker, he can perform a focus action as long as he has the enemy ship in range 1 to 2. Then Sicko in the lat to provide rerolls, and 7th Fleet Gunner, Debris Gambit, basically pump up the attack dice for this list and make it even more threatening. That is Will's list trying to win this event. We'll move on over to Shampo bringing Rebels, starting off with Wedge.
Yeah, we got these SL Wedge. I think that is Battle Over
so tiny. I don't know why it's so small.
Yeah, that is like terrible.
Yeah, everything else is way bigger, but the SL card's always like a quarter the size.
Obviously running the Battle Over Endor version. A lot of good damage there. It's a trap predator. Advanced proton torpedoes. Definitely don't want to be close to Wedge in general.
Yeah, sorry. Let me bring it over. Here we go. Colby Sperado.
Yeah. Custom Colby, which I think is the only way it comes out. Notorious, Contraband Cybernetics. Obviously getting good barrels, good boost actions. When you do flip your S-foils, so that's a pretty good run. Notorious is a pretty good, interesting upgrade there, but could play out for him.
Notorious and Colby could be really effective.
Numb, getting stressed, get focus, change all your focus results to evade or a hit, good damage output, proton cannons, and stabilize. There.
Good double tap.
Yeah, 100%. My favorite ship, one of those, Y-Wings out here, Evan Valorine. Dorsal turns R4, obviously, might as well run the R4, beginning, start of engagement, get a focus token to mod all your shots out, friendly range of 0 to 1. Yeah, so that's not a terrible run there. And we got Ezra Bridger in the tie. I always love to see Rebel ties. It's one of my favorite things, honestly.
A lot of loadout, too. 3 upgrades.
Spend a force, change up to 2 of your focus tokens. Easy mods, easy there. K250, Brilliant Evasion, and Precision Ion Engines for those good 1 to 3 key grain turns. So, love to see it.
K250 sounds like the discount. That sounds like the Wish.com version of K2SO.
Yeah. It's interesting to see Ezra for sure.
Yeah, Ezra. I used to play Ezra a little bit before the 3 arc meta. I was playing around with him with K2SO, and he would give himself a calculate and then evade, and he'd have force calculate evade, or he would just take an evade and a force evade naturally and give other people calculates or double modded shots. But K2SO is like a soft coordinator, and the ability to white jam as well. You can run Ezra in there. 3 agility with a force, not the easiest to take down unless you focus fire him. We almost have shots there.
Seems close. Pretty close. Seems like a lot of the ties tend to be pretty squirrely, especially for Rebels in general. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, let's listen to the players here. Make sure the player mic is working. Firing on all cylinders.
I'm mostly ready. Don't.
Sure. They're setting dolls fast.
These a couple of times.
They were trying to roll. I will say, playing against Will earlier, that was inexperienced.
Yeah, Will lives about 2.5 hours away in Indianapolis. Him and I are very good friends.
Yes.
Known him for a few years now.
That 7th Fleet Gunner coming back into play is definitely a dang good upgrade to have back for Republic in general.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with the fact that you can just regenerate it and just roll right through. It was rough.
Yeah, so Sicko, Sicko 5-point carrier for 7 fleet. He's not the easiest to catch. He can kind of be a good bait piece. So we'll see how Shampo handles Sicko if he's able to catch him. Ideally, he focuses on other ships that are going to try to flank him, and then Sicko, he takes care of Sicko when it's more convenient. We'll see what both players decide to do. The formations for both sides are very interesting right now. Colby kind of at a nice little flanking position to be able to 4-straight boost again. If he does that, he should have the objective in the bottom left there. It almost kind of blends in with the atmosphere.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Frankly, this is a good one to end on, especially for Will. 7 fleet gunner not getting that close range for the objectives means he's gonna have to fan out just a bit more too. So obviously, pretty sure I can see Obi-Wan and Anakin probably coming back together here soon.
Yeah, and medium bases on assault also helps contest or steal away points from other ships. Medium bases you always favor the medium base list generally in assault. But only one of them, and there's more. Like when you had 3 arcs, you pretty much guaranteed lost if you played against that list in assault. It was tough task. Double checking our choices.
Yep.
Here we go. I think we're starting with Tucker doing a 2 hard. Again, just sitting there on that point, probably focusing. He has those barrage rockets. The trick shot on Tucker is he got that off twice last game. And with 7 fleet gunner, he was throwing like 5 die shots. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, Tucker was one that I kind of faced a little bit rough. I did manage to get him off the board, but it was a hard task. Keeping Sicko real close there. So, yeah, that plays out for him. Taking an evade.
Keep your distance, but don't look like you're keeping your distance. I don't know. Fly casual? Have you ever seen the Family Guy Star Wars?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, he's like,
I've always wanted to see if somebody could model me a Lambda like that, where just kind of walk in with the... It'd be so funny.
I don't know. Fly casual. You rebel scum. Wow, that voice. Scum. Yeah. I do have the complete disc set of the Family Guy Star Wars.
Oh my god.
So Yvonne is the one that spends a focus and gives an extra agility to someone, isn't that right?
Yes. Believe so. Start of engagement, you can spend 1 focus token to choose friendly ship at 0 to 1. If you do, ship rolls an additional defense die. Good output there. I think you can give that self to him as well.
Yeah, it would be weird to spend your focus to roll a I mean, there's a chance you just end up rolling 1 evade result, but you're a higher chance of rolling 1 evade on 2 than just rolling 1 on 1.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's usually doing it for other people. Good little insurance, 3-point insurance policy out there. And what you could K2 Yvonne so he has his own calculate still. I'll be curious to see how you're always, whenever you see battle over end or wedge, you're like, okay, who's going to take that APT? Who's going to get hit by that APT?
Yeah, that is always a curiosity there. When is it going to get put off, and where are we going to be sitting? What's that? Barrel roll on the B-wing.
Does that fit?
He's down. Is it on the note? He's touching though. I mean, I don't know. It's off the template and.
So you got wiggle room? I mean, if it's down and then next to the template.
It's down.
Yeah.
That looks like one very close.
I will never be. That's
Barrel
never going
roll.
to happen again.
There's been a lot of that today.
Basically,
Just very close.
right alongside. It does clear though.
Jeez.
And okay, 3 bank is also very good for Colby here. 3 bank, you're probably gonna need a barrel roll though.
Yeah. Keep on objective. Score some points. Pretty easy.
I think did he close or is wing still closed? Colby gets
It
to.
does appear they.
He gets to
no,
flip
we
it
did
though,
open
right?
them, yeah.
Okay. He flips it after he moves though. He gets to do something. That's his,
Yes, that is correct.
All right, I'm
Yeah, he
gonna
gets to
pull
open it
this
if he
up.
does
Can
a
you read
booster
this for me
barrel
as
roll.
well, please?
Yeah, after you perform a barrel roll or boost action, you may flip your equipped S-foil
Nice.
upgrade. So yeah, anytime you barrel rolls or boost.
So he could
that is a
basically focus
very
boost
good
with
one.
his wings
Yeah.
open, essentially.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fun.
Or even just take a barrel roll to close them if he wishes to. That is actually a pretty gnarly little setup.
This is Obi-Wan doing a 2 straight. Going to, looks like this might be a fine. This is a fine tune, or is he just boosting for his action? I can't see if he spent his force
Boost
there.
right into
He
there.
did. He did fine
spend
tune.
the force.
Yep, focusing. Got it.
Takes focus for the linked action.
He might have bullseye on Ezra. I'm not sure.
Possibly.
Or he could reach out to Yvonne. Nice. I love
Beautifully painted Edda over there.
the-
by
Yeah,
the way.
and I love
Absolutely gorgeous.
positioning here is great. Looks like I don't think he's going to be dealing with Nine's bullseye there. It looks like Nine doesn't have bullseye on anyone. The challenge is always with the Ada is just like firepowers. Can you be pushing damage through
Yeah.
to justify? For 4 points, it's less questionable. It's like, yeah, you bring it, you get the force. It's good for objectives. Just can you get more value for the 4 points in terms of damage output?
I guess in this case, he's running Obi-Wan right next to it, so he does get some benefit there. So it's not too terrible. It's not the Edda Obi-Wan, but that gets benefits back. But I
Yep.
would argue that this is probably a better option.
Yeah, Ada Ob is not a popular choice.
No, he's not.
He's not popular.
Even though they bank off.
Let's be real. No one but Anakin is a popular Ada pilot.
That is 100% fair.
All right.
Range 3 on
Rerolls.
Ezra.
Tendum,
No rerolls.
no rerolls.
Just the extra agility.
The one extra, and that's the whole round.
Whole round.
So Yvonne did spend the
I got
focus.
It was only because
Looks like he gave it to
that
Ezra.
stupid barrel roll that
Not a bad idea.
admittedly undeserved.
It's 2 green dice. We're gonna shoot.
10? Yeah, I didn't.
I don't think it's obstructed.
That's what we're gonna check here. It is in fact range 3.
Possibly obstructed too. Do we need a laser?
Yeah, grab the laser. Let's see.
I think it is going to be obstructed. And I did not mean to do that.
No, it's okay.
That's corner and that's your arc.
Yeah, obstructed.
You got to be kidding.
Let's we're gonna throw range 3 at Ezra.
At Ezra, okay.
I'm gonna check lat arc. No rerolls, no extra stuff.
4 dice. 4 dice.
Yeah, not likely to hit on this one.
I have a force. Spend it for 2.
To Ezra.
2 of
Naturally
Nice.
gets out of it.
He's fine.
Wedge.
Or evades from Evan is definitely a very good one. Especially on the TIE Fighter, too. That's a good
Yeah,
call.
he actually had spent it to give it to 10, but it was just range 3.
Yeah.
So you got those 4 dice.
But you're not going to one-shot her.
All right, so
You have
range
Range
3.
3 bullseye.
No bullseye to Ezra. Are you kidding?
I also suspect you're going to be shooting range 2.
We straight there. No bullseye.
No bullseye.
Gross. Does Evan have a token?
No.
No. We're gonna go range 3 at Evan.
All right. Seems good.
all right, hit crit naturally out of the hand.
1 of 8.
Vaughn taking 1. Next up, oddball. Looks like he has
Range 2, almost.
checking wedge.
Range 2 to 10.
He's shooting a 10. So this is 2 on 2.
2
More
hits.
natties. My goodness. 10.
We gonna have some
Blanks
hot
out.
dice here and
Blanks
some
out,
ice
takes
cold
2.
defense dice.
Yeah, this is the tone setter. This first engagement can really set the tone. Next round though, Wedge is coming in for that APT.
Yeah, the question is who's getting it?
Sure what they're checking for. So we're down to
Looks like we're checking
10 is going to shoot.
10 shots.
It's like, I think it's into Obi-Wan. For my God,
My
the attack
Lord.
dice. Spend a force.
Yep, out of it.
And he's fine. It was into Obi-Wan.
Lord.
So 2 force down on Obi right now. That was, yeah. I think it's been 4 natty rolls so far.
Yeah, no kidding.
We'll see if Yvonne can do the same,
Nice
shooting at
stats.
Obi. No shot into Anakin. Colby has to shoot before Yvonne anyways. Colby is
One
the
crit.
wings closed, I guess. And nothing going through, so we got to evade there with the lat.
No, Colby's open.
I don't know. I saw him roll 2 dice. He must have. I was confused because he checked. It looked like it was Yvonne that shot, but then
Yeah,
he checked
Yvonne
Colby.
shot. I don't know.
He like
why
checked
checked
arc for Colby right
Colby.
after he rolled, right before he rolled the dice, which was weird.
This is a weird one. It's like we've got range 3 on Ezra.
And Yvonne is a lower initiative, so there's no way Yvonne could have been shooting before Colby. So he must have rolled just not enough dice or something.
Oh. That is a weird one. We are going to remind players real quick. Just double checking what's going on. Checking arcs on what appears to be Tucker. Yeah, Tucker.
It is a trick shot from Tucker. Barrage rocket for a 4 into Ezra here. Ezra, holy smokes,
Evade token. All right.
takes 2.
Taking 2 cards. At least there was no crits in there. That would have been.
That would have hurt.
That would have been.
So Taylor, if he didn't evade there, he would have been dead.
Whoa!
Spends the evade, takes 2 down to 1.
Good.
Tucker again is just outrageous.
Only on turn 2 as well.
I think I got.
Definitely
3
setting
issues.
precedent for other matches.
Yep, 3 for Rebels, 2 for the Republic.
Not bad.
Heading into the 3rd round. Pretty decent round for Will, all things considered. He got a decent amount of damage through. Next turn, you got to watch out for that advanced proton torpedo. That's what I'd be worried about.
So she gets to shoot. Ionizing you over there would be funny as hell, but I'm not sure.
Got our player cam there, showing the players. Yeah, so this turn, Colby in a good position to do. You could force straight and boost and just get a right up in Sicko's grill right behind him.
That would be a good target to take.
You would lose that bottom left objective, but I think as long as you push, you get 2 this next turn. I think you're okay with that.
Not a move I wouldn't be upset about.
Yeah.
Especially taking off 7th Fleet Gunner. Getting that extra die around. Oh.
Yeah,
Not
I would
a terrible
imagine.
run.
9. I feel like Ezra's probably going to try to get out of dodge. I could see him doing like a 3 hard to the bottom and evading. 3 banking to the right. Obi-Wan going to have to contend with 10, who's going to be banking in or just doing a 1 straight, maybe barrel roll locking somebody. So just no matter what happens, though, Ryan needs to make sure that he gives a lane for Wedge to be able to do his R2 A3 and get that
How
lock.
hard they are. It's, yeah, if you're in the arc, I get to do it.
It is almost something you can't stop from happening.
No, it's one of those inevitable things that you want in the game, especially
Yeah.
playing that wedge. Get that APT off, get as much damage in as possible.
Yeah, you block him,
depending on
you
what
can
you
still
got.
get a lock on somebody. You just hope to block him where you don't have another ship of yours behind at range 1.
Yeah, that's never fun.
Jamo, you're late to the party.
You're gonna have this one. We tied for this one because you're close enough, but I've got next up. So you get one. So I have to tie. I don't know which one you want to do first.
So you wanna set up a little stream, have a stream set up here? Is that the plan? hopefully?
Possibly at some point. We'll see about that. Just trying to get the Marauders off the tape out there and out and about. But we'll see what happens there. We might start with just standard tabletop simulator and stuff. Just try to get off on there. Just a little easier to run.
Yeah, you're telling me, dude. We've
Just
had
trust
this
me,
in-person
walking
rig
in,
for a
seeing
couple
the
years. Yeah.
Just 100% seeing everything that you got set up. It's like, wow, that's an investment.
Yeah, it is.
If
Certainly
you're not
is,
doing it
yeah.
for a living.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we spent 2 hours last night running cables and testing everything and making sure everything looked good, and then we
Yeah,
still
there-
had a couple of last minute issues that we were able to fix. But
Oh, it happens.
it does, yeah.
Technology is, they say it's smart technology. It's really not. It's dumb technology.
Yeah, I run HDMI extensions, so we have the best. Because if you look at the screen, you're like that. It's hot.
pretty
It's
crisp.
very crisp. It's 4K quality
Will
cameras.
going first.
But if we were using wireless receivers, the quality would be worse. So I run cables. It's more of a hassle, but it's worth it. But when you use 2 extensions, because we're running it, gosh, 50 feet, almost 60 feet, sometimes the signal can be disrupted. But it seems like the issue we had was just the HDMI port in the camera was a little loose. So able to patch that up, and we've been okay. Makes me very flustered, though. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Am I
Yeah,
not
no
going to be able to
kidding.
stream? Am I not going to be able to stream?
Oh my god, I need content.
Not normal stuff to deal with, but when it happens, you're like, gosh.
System phase from
Boosting
Anakin?
straight. Okay.
keeping Obi-Wan and Anakin together, as he should. All right. Tucker.
Just a 1 straight, maybe? Not going any faster.
Keep him around, keep the gentle stuff. Stay
Going
right
slow.
around Sicko.
Focus it up.
Yep. Keep them barrage
No,
right.
he's taking an evade
Oh.
instead.
One bank from Sicko. I'm assuming.
Seven Fleet Gunner is a huge factor this turn.
Oh yeah, very much. I'm assuming we might take the disarm.
Yep, because he. Oh, he
No,
just
no,
evades.
there's an evade. Figured he'd pull sickening maneuver. I guess he doesn't have to move in too quick, but
Yeah. He didn't use. He hasn't used 7 Fleet yet. That shot from Tucker was just a trick shot.
oh yeah, no, it's obstructed. That's why you check your ranges. Starting to open up that lane for Wedge to come through. Dorsal turret to the right.
Move on, take that focus. Give somebody an extra green die.
Yep.
There it is.
There's
Called
Wedge's
it.
lane.
Called it. 3 hard, probably evading. Get that objective. Be hard to kill. What was his action? Did he not do one?
I don't think he took an action for Ezra. No.
His action would be an evade. It's not like he has a. It's not like he has a face-up damage card to fix or anything.
No.
He took him face down.
See if he picks it up.
Colby. Oh, 2 bank. Okay.
Stays close enough. Score
Yeah,
some
that's true.
points, get some good shots.
He had K2'd Colby, so he did have to do a blue to clear that stress.
Yeah.
Check
Gets to
taking-
calculate,
taking
sets
a
up for an
lock.
all-right shot on Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tucker. Shooting a Tucker feels like a waste.
Yeah, for the moment.
That's
It's
why
not
he's
a
so good.
Very good shot. Seems like Obi-Wan's got a better range 3. Speaking of, Marking the B-wing. Getting on the other side on the.
No gunboat shots. It was just 2 TIE advances getting, with focus tokens, getting 2 hits.
Yeah, so that does slot in there nicely. You can fine-tune a boost straight, and that pretty much blocks Wedge from being able to one straight APT you.
Yeah, for sure. There's also a huge chance of bumping here, too. Even more of a chance.
First player is Wills. That does mean a lot when it comes to Anakin's positioning and where
I think he's going to be
ends up.
using Obi-Wan to either get out of the way or block Wedge.
3 straight from Wedge looks insanely good right now.
Yeah.
Oddball.
Too bad. Getting into the fray. Not too deep.
Yep, gonna lock Wedge.
I don't blame him.
He does have that ion torpedo. He just bumps into 10, which could be big unless you see the 3 straight from Wedge. That could save you from taking a 5 dice double modded shot. Let's see how fast he went.
I apologize for this.
Oh, 3 straight? Is it
He
gonna
did
stay?
it. He did the 3 straight.
Yep.
Baby.
If I'm right. Oh yeah, Mark Obi-Wan.
Does fit. It clears, and that's going to be probably bye-bye for Anakin.
Yeah, it's not the shot he wanted on Obi-Wan for sure.
Thankfully for Will, Anakin's worth 4 points, so you can...
Easy to recover.
Easy, yeah. Depends on how many scenario points Ryan's able to score here. If he gets 2 or 3, he's going to be up by 5 points or so.
There's the target lock.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind.
Yep.
He did the right order.
There's-
I see
yep,
the focus now.
there's-
I was worried he just took a lock. I was like, no.
Oh, no, yeah.
He has the focus.
Yeah, there's Wedge's target lock. There's an APT coming, for sure. Now would be the better time to do it than
I
ever.
don't think you get stressed though for doing it. Isn't it just like after you perform an action, you may spend a charge to acquire a lock?
I believe so. I would say pull it up, but I don't think I'd be able to read
Yeah,
it.
I can walk over there.
You're going to claim this one. You've got 3 bodies next to it. Oh, and you should have
Right. I think we're getting set up for Anakin's shot. Range 1.
We're gonna go range 1 into Wedge.
Yep.
Oh,
So 3
makes
dice.
sense.
I'm gonna check the lat.
7 fleet.
I've got him. in our-
Yep.
4 dice with a reroll from
Oh,
7 or
boy.
from Fire Convergence.
Oh.
Oh,
There's the reroll.
oh, 2 hits, 2 crits. Wedge
Big.
does roll 3 agility. He's gonna have to spend his focus,
Oh, no.
taking 2
That is
shields.
not a spicy
Oh
APT.
my goodness, it could be big.
That is a big move for Anakin.
Wow. And Tucker gets a focus, and now all of a sudden Wedge is in a position where he
In
can take
trouble.
some more heat. All right, advanced proton torpedo. You got the lock. You still get 5 dice.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Only 1 crit so far. Spending the target lock. This is into Anakin.
What does he get? 2 crits.
Oh, wow.
3 crits. And
Hitting 3
hit.
crits. Anakin does have to roll that.
Evade.
He spends the evade, and he takes 2
Take
crits.
2 crits. First crit.
We got.
Wounded. Disable power raid.
He's not dead.
Oh, boy.
It's mostly dead.
It's mostly. Oh, I think.
And
Oh my goodness. And wounded and disabled power regulator. He's already engaged, so he's not going to be ionized until next turn. Wow.
Good.
And there's only going to be one. Ooh, I guess Colby could shoot at him.
Mm-hmm.
Disabled power regulator.
Range one to ever first.
Did I not do the action with
Dude,
Ezra?
slap the evade there.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Obi just threw a hit and 2 crits.
All right. Natty. I gotta roll enough paint. That looks
there it
good.
is.
That looks
Oh,
good. 4.
Ezra's okay.
Out of it,
Yeah.
but the
Force
attack
to go.
dice are on fire.
Yeah,
right
to say the
now.
least. My gosh.
Range 2 from Oddball into Wedge. We're going to throw Ion Torpedo.
Oh, he's
Yes,
got
here
it.
we go.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
4 dice. Wedge, no focus, no rerolls. Oh, I guess. Wedge's attack hit, so
Yep.
he does get his focus back. Okay,
Hit
hit
one
crit so
crit.
far. Oh, only hit crit. Wedge does get 3 dice. Spend the focus, and he's fine. No damage.
Completely out of it.
God, Wedge's ability in the Battle over Endor. Wedge's ability. I'm like, man, Wedge
Very
is always
good.
Wedge has always needed this.
Wedge is just good in general. Don't matter which one you pick. Just good.
He's just really strong.
Checking for range 1 into Tucker.
Not dropping. So it says range 1.
So can't proton cannon, but you still get your 4 dice anyways. You just wouldn't be able to double tap. I don't think he has a lock anyways. So pretty good. Hit, crit. Tucker will take a crit. Tucker, spend the evade. Take a crit.
that's a crit.
What is the crits?
Hull breach on Tucker.
That's a nasty one.
Yeah.
Setting up for
Checking valid targets
possible
for Colby.
chain. Range 3.
With 1 health left on Anakin or virtually nothing going on there. Plus, you know what? We're going to go the range 3 to Annie.
Absolutely.
With a calc, the lock is over on Obi-Wan. So
Yep. Soft single mod for Colby Sparado into
what do I got?
potential kill shot 2
All right, I will
on
spend the
4.
calc for 2.
There's 2.
You need 2 paint for Anakin. Rolls
There's
3.
3. He's out.
He's fine. It looks like he removed the stress token from Wedge. Do you see it anywhere? I think it's gone now.
I think it was removed, yes. I do not see him have a stress.
Yeah, it's gone. Hey, Steven. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Okay, 2 dice. Nothing crazy. 2 hits.
Well, when you want it, you want it. 2 evade.
You're fine.
3 evades.
Barrage Rocket, Tucker,
Same target.
into Wedge. Yep.
Makes sense.
Focus for 3.
One evade, take 2.
All right, so Wedge into the hole, shield down, and a face down damage card.
Very good place to be at right now.
What is this? What type of event is this, and why is it being held in the empty husk of a Thunder Mifflin building? Oh, I wouldn't say that. Thunder Mifflin, the people person's paper people.
Got 1, 2, yep. 3 to 1.
3-1 for Will, though. Okay. So he's got a 5-4 lead heading into the 4th round. What a wacky turn that was. This is a small store level tournament.
Yes.
4 rounds. 4th round and final round. These 2 players are 3-0. Whoever wins the tournament. Essentially, it's the last game we've got going on.
Nick's playing a little bit of out of town right now, so it gets a little interesting.
Yeah. As soon as this game ends, we are packing.
I do not blame you.
For sure.
Big long drive back home.
Yeah. I wish. The only complaint I have is I really wish the store didn't open at noon.
Yeah.
I think we usually start around 10. I know some events start at 9.
Yeah, just because of how long things go and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, if this was a
I did hear Joel talking about a lot of just maybe if we get enough players, maybe we can ask them to open early.
Yeah, I mean, like the conventions. I know we got to be standing alert when it's like, oh, God.
We're back at
We're
it.
back. Like most conventions, I mean, I had to play. So when I played at Gen Con, like day 2 is at like I think I had to get up. I think I had to be ready to play at like 7 a.m. I had never asked any store to ever open that early. At Good Games, I show up at 8. Set up for like at 8 to 9, 9 to 10 registration, 10 o'clock dials down, and then usually by like 7, if we do like 4 rounds and a top 2, we're done.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Holy.
But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's even worse too, because Gen Con's in Indianapolis too, so you're jet lagged.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we stay over. So you get a hotel Airbnb just to
I
soften
don't
the
blame
blow,
you.
but it's
At least
still.
you get some rest.
I
but
drove
you still
the
feel
last
it.
time,
You still
yeah.
feel it. I've traveled over that way for work tons of times, and it's just
Yeah,
you just feel it.
it's tough.
It feels wrong. The worst part about it is when you get used to it. You know, going an hour back, so it's like you wake up too early, and it's like, no.
when you briefly step foot in another time zone, your brain is so confused.
I gotta wear a watch. Heck, when we played at the Dungeon Cat last time, I had my watch on me the whole time. I was like, oh, okay, we're good.
Yeah, that event ended pretty early. I think I got home by like 6:30.
Yeah,
I mean, I obviously live in the city, but it was an hour drive for me to get home.
We got back about 8 o'clock.
It's not terrible.
Not a terrible drive. Leaving there.
Not the worst, especially when Joel's the one driving it.
Well, we took 2 cars from that
okay.
one, so
Did you drive?
because there were 6 of us.
That's right. Yeah, you have a whole posse.
Yeah. It's been nice. It's been very nice.
This next round is going to be quite big if you can try to find a way to keep Anakin alive.
Well, Anakin's gonna get initiative's gonna be very important here, for sure. Whoever wins it's definitely gonna have the upper hand here. If Will wins the initiative, at least Anakin's getting a shot. If not, Wedge is about to hit pretty hard. Just depends on where everybody lands.
We did use 7 Fleet Gunner, so I'm going to be curious to see if Sicko ends up taking the disarm. I feel like system phase he will.
This would be the best time to do it.
Thinking, can you 7th? I think can you 7th Fleet primaries only? Is it only primaries?
I think so.
Okay. It's like if you can do a 5-die ion torpedo into. I mean, even if you just get 4 hits, if you get all 4 hits onto Ezra, mathematically he's just dead. Ryan's going to need to find a way to get Anakin off the board.
That's where the Rhodes roll is going to come in on this one.
Yeah, and with Wounded Pilot, that's difficult. Already can't intuitive this turn because you are stressed. He has all his force up. Do folks feel like the XWA points have made them feel like they'll be more likely to go to Worlds because they had a bit of a break for the AMG points meta? That's an interesting way to look at it. It's to some it's almost like it's kind of a diversion. So I don't know what the correlation is to encourage people to play non-XWA points, but because AMG did the right thing, even though it was bizarre and kind of little too late, making an update halfway through the GTs to just a few things that needed to be updated. I think that is enough for a decent amount of people on the cusp to still go to Worlds. And also because it's the last Worlds is probably the biggest reason why you'll see as many people possible go to Worlds.
Yeah. I think it would encourage more, but as far as the points go, it's definitely refreshing to see some new stuff after the game being a bit stale for a little while. But we will see what that does, because there's still a lot of editing and a lot of changes that are probably going to happen. We don't know where it'll end up at the end. And with all the talks, it gets kind of crazy. I can't imagine what you see on a daily basis from all of that, being a part of the XWA.
Yeah, I know.
All the conversations from it.
Yeah, mostly good faith conversation and critique. There's a few people who are just kind of, I feel like, who are just either trolling or just, have decided they weren't going to like it no matter what. And those people, it's just you have to just kind of understand that that's the situation and just not devote too much energy to it.
Ryan with initiative. That could be the game one. Sicko takes the disarm.
Yep, there it is.
One bank from Tucker, assuming a focus is coming in. Tucker repaired a damaged card. I don't blame him.
What's driving the Euros to not go? Oh, you're New Zealand? That's cool. I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody, but moving it to Milwaukee makes it really difficult, even more difficult for anybody that's not in America.
No,
I mean,
100%.
that airport is so small compared to O'Hare, and it is not a hub. It's not a connecting airport. It's none of those things. So you would have to fly into O'Hare and then take a train or a bus to Milwaukee, which is a couple hours away. It's not, or an hour and a half. It's not close. It's still a while, and so that's just added expense. That's 2 more modes of transportation than they needed.
Yeah.
So that's why as soon as they announced it was moving, my initial reaction was this sucks. Even though it's cool to have it in Milwaukee and it's a bigger venue, it sucks when it comes to XWA international travel.
And there were possibilities that I would end up somewhere in that area. So yeah, you have to
Sure. Off the front.
Got it? How do I get a hold of one of I have to have one of
I
those.
forget where I got it from.
One of those barrel roll
Yeah.
things.
Oh, it does fit. Very nice.
To be fair, it looks like I did that on purpose. This was an
Okay.
accident. I totally missed how close that would be.
It's very close. You've had a couple of close calls.
So the 2K fits from 10. That's a nice
think it's
position
as
for him to
close
be in.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a real nice shot into Tucker. Banking in. 2 bank?
Look to be.
Yeah, 3 would pick him even further.
Take the calculate for the mods. Foils are open.
Gosh, hopefully, you open and did like a 5 straight or something.
And then you guys decided that they were done. They went out for a smoke break. And when it doesn't matter.
He's barrel rolling now, so he's going to try to block Anakin.
Oh, shit.
Could be a good move.
Could be if Anakin does like a
Anything.
3 straight and barrel roll, he's just out of arc though.
Yeah. Depends on what Will predicted.
Every ship in the list. All of them. Oh, yes. I'm so part of what makes it.
Obi-Wan.
You hit.
Yeah. All right, back him up.
I should have just gone to the beginning of the. It's like my bad.
No, you're good.
Oof. All right, marbles.
He's late. Round 4.
Yeah. Seriously, it's.
All right, so Obi-Wan runs into Ezra, who's all tokened up yet again.
Does he take the... Yes, he does. Does take the stressful focus.
That's interesting that he did that. It must be because he doesn't have any force. He only has 1.
The enemy had exactly 1 hull left.
It does look like Ezra has arc. Could be just a defensive move.
Oh, is that clear?
Didn't
Oh, it
look
did?
like it did. Jeez.
I thought it bumped there.
Wow.
Or at least it would have been mutual destruction at the end and then comes down to objectives, which I think he had.
Tucker marked.
4K.
Wedge.
I think one of those times he intentionally flew into himself hoping for the
And lined up.
his ship would die and it would kill another ship and would do 2 damage.
That is a...
Oh, just a 4 straight.
Oh.
Okay. 4K would have been actually really nasty there, I think.
Would have. I think he's banking on Anakin zooming out of here.
A lot of ships to be marking around in the middle. It's tough. It's like playing Operation when you're real tired.
We've had. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can make that one. That's for sure. Exactly
Yeah,
it.
Abba would have
Gonna
probably have
boost
preferred to have them
further
bumped, yeah.
too. Huh. So he's probably setting up to try to get behind some stuff. Trying to keep Wedge
Yeah,
alive.
yeah, exactly. Precisely.
Big question is, what are we doing with Anakin here? 3 bank.
You stay stressed, right? 3 bank's not blue on that dial, is it?
Believe.
Oh, it is.
Even.
All I gotta say is I'm glad that I did what I did. Yeah.
Boost. Right?
Yeah.
We got
It's gonna be ionized.
Colby
next turn.
right in the arc.
Still be okay. Losing 4 points hurts, but
Gets him out of
should be
some
able to pick up
possible damage.
something here. So, I'm gonna focus there and then roll for wounded pilot because I don't.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
Oh, he did do a bank
Boosting
maneuver.
will not get me out of.
Before I do that,
I think actually I'm gonna boost. I'm gonna boost to the right.
Boost to the right. Okay.
Try.
Try it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just pushing back.
That's clear. Whether you got out of the arc is another thing, but you're out of Colby.
Keeps Anakin alive for a
And then we're gonna roll
turn.
for wounded. Nothing.
And he gets out of wounded
So we're
pilot.
there.
Uh-oh.
But Anakin doesn't have a shot. We're okay with that.
Neither of our 6s have a shot.
Anakin is gonna get disabled power egged.
Oh,
That's tough.
that hurts.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's all right.
There's the ion.
One more turn of chasing him is kind of nice. Anakin no shot, Wedge no shot. Let's go Obi-Wan range 0 into Ezra. 2 dice. 2 hit.
Oh my,
Blackout from Ezra
still
will do it.
hot.
Right. All right. I just have to spend the force. Brilliant evasion.
Ooh, yeah, you're out of bullseye.
Yep.
I'm out of bullseye. So I will just.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna check
Nice.
Tucker's arc. I've got him in arc, but Obi-Wan is not range 2, so I do not get a free focus. Oddball does not have Colby.
Oh, Ebon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Who are you throwing that to?
I think I'm actually gonna not do it this turn. We'll just save the token.
Nice. We're gonna go oddball range 2 at 10.
10.
I'm gonna bump it up with 7 fleet to make it 3 dice.
Makes sense.
Reroll the 2 blanks.
1 crit
yeah.
rerolls.
Hit 2
Oh
dice.
my gosh. 1 evade.
Last shields.
Okay, shield down on 10.
Lucky roll.
Good roll.
Lucky roll.
Cool. Yeah. Your 4s and 3s.
I'm gonna start with Colby. I'm 99% sure.
Oh, I got out.
You got out. You're fine. I think the only shot that he's got then is oddball.
All right, Colby and Oddball. Going back to just us chatting here. Range 2. Has the calculate. No lock. Colby's lock is currently on Obi-Wan.
Singular mod. 2 focus tokens.
1.
Probably spend the reroll.
Not sure the reroll was.
And he gets out of it anyway. Colby. Possibly notorious. I'm not totally sure.
No strain for a reroll that he would have been able to reroll. Only if he was strained.
Two hits. Looks like on to Tucker.
So,
He doesn't have a focus.
yeah, you can't get that off.
Tucker takes 2. No crits.
Nope.
Thank you. Down to 2.
1 hit, 1 crit. 2 hits, 1 crit, 1 evade.
Well, gonna kill him.
That's
3
it
points
for
brings you up to
Tucker.
9.
Yep.
That's 3 points for Shampo. He pulls ahead here by
Direct
2.
hit, 2.
So down goes Tucker, the MVP of last game.
Great thing to hear randomly at 31 boost this way. I would disagree. 10, 11, blank 13.
No idiot.
Hey, stop it!
It depends on where we're streaming. If the redeems are either really fluid or they're just like laggy as hell. Although I will say the upload speed is really solid. We've been good there. Not a lot of drop frames.
Yeah, it seems like it's staying consistent. I know our humble little game store here isn't the greatest for this. Yeah, that's about accurate. Cleanup phase, back to dials.
All right. So objective-wise, let's see. It would be 1, 2. I don't think Colby's on 2.
Maybe that one.
Oh, Colby has the bottom left, I think.
Yeah,
so
that's why I was
take
like,
a look.
maybe Colby.
So what does Will have there? Oh, it's hard to tell. Yeah, Tinder Gods, that's a throwback.
5 to 10 right now. Will should be at 7.
5 to 10.
Yeah, Will should be at 7. Something buzzing right there.
Hey guys, what's the score? You didn't score any scenario? You have way more than 5.
Should be 7.
I had you at 5 already. Yeah, because you've scored 5 scenario objectives. So it's 10 to 6.
Okay. Guess we have a correction.
Okay. I thought you scored 3 earlier. I remember you saying 3 to 1 earlier. But... I think I had the wrong one last round. Maybe it's possible. I just messed. I flipped them.
Yeah, you did.
So 6 to 10. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was like, I knew that. I already had Will at 5, so it was like,
yeah, it was
I know
weird.
you scored more than 1 point this round. Even if I was wrong, you scored more than that. So, all right. So yeah, Shampo with a 4-point lead. Anakin on 1. That would put him up 14 to 6. So, gosh, I mean, I don't know. Obi-Wan has some work to do, I guess. An oddball.
I'm thinking Anakin and Obi-Wan are going to be hunting Ezra this turn.
Anakin's just one banking. We know where he's going.
For sure. One banking, taking a focus. Hopefully getting Ezra an arc, because he's got straight maneuvers or he's got a right turn. Not much there.
It's the fifth round now? Did I add a round yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the math checks out. If that was the 4th round, that makes sense because they can't score in the first 3 rounds of scoring. All right.
Joel coming over to commentate because he's already finished his game.
To commiserate.
Yes.
And Shampo's like, how do I win this? Will's like, what's up? Two very different mindsets. Who will win?
Still pretty close, all things considered.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you can ask for in X-Wing anymore.
I know.
Keep the game close. I don't want 0 points and
Keep
to
the game
20.
close. Try to maybe you try to get 10. Get some more points there. 3 points in Ezra on 1 hole, 4 points at 10 on 4. You got 6 points of wedge on 3 hole.
And a possibility of 2 shots at him, looks like.
I feel like Obi-Wan's probably regretting that he did the red focus.
Just a bit.
I think safest thing to do. Gosh, is
Another
to
one.
another
Nice.
Tinder guys. That was my
Nice.
draft league team.
Oh my god.
I made that logo. It was
Beautiful.
hilarious.
Beautiful.
It's so stupid. It's the best. I feel like if you one bank Anakin ship pilot right is the safest place to be because Colby, the only way you can get a shot on him is if he 4Ks. If he 4Ks, I think he bumps anyway, so you can't even do that. 2 hard bumps, 3 hard bumps.
Yeah, he
I
would be
think-
moving before. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think you have to. I think you just one bank to the right. If you go straight, Colby could get you. And banking to the left wouldn't make as much sense.
I mean, either way in that scenario, Colby would be bumping.
You guys remember the heyday of YouTube, like 2008, 2011, where like almost every tutorial video, if you looked up like how do I do this, included Darude Sandstorm, Requiem for a Dream, or I can't remember that other song, but it was really bad.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, and it was like a blue screen to start with it.
Yeah, it was
Early
weird.
day of editing, it's all just blue screen, white text
Yeah, just
in
like-
between the
"Hi, everyone,"
tutorial.
like the notepad. Hello,
Yep.
everyone. I'm showing you how to be able
Yeah.
to download this game for free.
Oh my god, this is how you commit a crime.
You're right. It's Marion Barf's. Exactly. Marion
Oh my
Barf's
God.
Requiem for a Dream. That's the name of the track.
Oh my god. Thank God for 2012.
You guys, like, you missed when we did the Tinder Guides and made a full like intro hype video, which showed like it would be like you'd see the profile of the player on my team, swipe right, it would be like it's a match, and it'd be like the player and the Tinder Guides icon, and then it would show their list and the faction they played. But the second time
I
around,
should have gone to Will.
yeah, second time around, I had the players all look into the camera and do like a wink or a duck face or something just to really sell it. It was good. It was we really leaned into the Tinder thing. It was
Well, these
good.
times you gotta do like, if you do another draft league, you gotta get all the players to do like the full house thing.
Yes. I do want to I'm not a captain anymore. I'm actually on Will's team. He drafted me.
Okay.
He plays in the morning. If he wins, we'll clinch the second win in 2 weeks. So start the season off right.
Once some of us get a little better at TTS, you might see Michiana or Marauders come
Yeah.
along for some of the
Should play in our
leagues.
team league. The team league's really fun.
That's what we were thinking about doing, is just getting the whole team together between me, Michael, Joel, and
You should. The
Doug.
team league is a good time.
Oh, and Davis. We should be able to do that. It's just about schedules and stuff like that. Be on there. Should be a good time.
You're in my other app. Well, that's too bad. Liam, typical Liam. Sounds like something I would do.
Hearing a 3 bank on
You imagine if
Hasbro.
that clipped debris and he dies that way.
I would be upset
That
for
would be
him.
Sad times.
A beautiful TIE fighter. That beautiful, expensive TIE fighter. Just flips a debris field and possibly dies.
Bow tie arc. It's kind of an awkward spot for Sicko right now.
Yeah.
Although if oddball 2 hard's to the top, Sicko will give him an extra
I
die.
guess as he's trying to keep the. Trying to keep him close to Tucker.
Alright, so we move on. Doing
Little
it
bit
too
of
hard.
I would assume attempting to keep close to wedge. Maybe abuse that extra die. Not totally sure what's going to happen here, though.
Quite peculiar. Colby, no. Where's Colby going?
It's like a 2 bank.
No. Oh, that we were flipping
that's the
10 Thal,
Pee-wee.
who was just right next to Colby.
It is a 2-bank. Wrong ship.
Right, so 10 will have a potential kill shot. And he's going to barrel roll, though, because he's trying to line up the bullseye on Anakin.
That might do him in. Anakin still has yet to move.
I don't think he'll get bullseye after the 1 bank.
No.
Does he lock him? He just barrel rolled?
Well, he did.
He does. He
the
does
lock.
Yep.
There's Colby. Oh. Not what I would have expected, but makes sense. Avoid the bump.
Yeah, once he K2'd him, I was like, he's not
Yeah.
doing it too hard. That's for sure.
Yeah. Technical foul.
Yeah. This is looking pretty good for Shampo, got to be honest. If he blocks oddball, he's going to have a nice range 1 shot.
He
with
manages to, blocks oddball, and if he manages to run away with
Colby. There you
Anakin,
go.
he's gonna run away with the game for a bit.
You almost hope oddball does a 2 bank to the left. I don't know. That might actually clear, though.
There's Obi-Wan. Takes 2-bank.
Can he fine-tune, boost, and then barrel roll to get a shot? I don't think. No, he's
Takes the lock on Ezra. Probably setting up for later. I don't blame him. He's not gonna catch that ship right now.
Oh, he clears the 2 hard. Oh, goodness.
Yep.
That is a rough spot to be. He's going to boost.
He is hunting wedge. That is for sure.
Big wedge.
No shield of
Boosting in
3.
front of a rock.
Looks like it. Hard to see on the other side of the Y-wing. I think he cleared it, though.
He did. He just, yeah.
Takes stress.
Puts out his Tinder God's red flag. He was on. So Will was on my team. Yeah, I'm on his. Red flag stress to.
Anakin taking 1 bank.
Yep.
Downward.
Was he in bullseye? Definitely not. But it's
Gets
gonna
himself out of it.
Be, it's gonna
But
be range 2.
final movement of the round. 1 bank. And an oddball. A nice little shot. Getting rid of the deplete.
You can barrel roll link focus.
A good boost. There's barrel.
He's gonna barrel roll towards oddball. He put it down. He is.
Barrel link focus towards oddball.
Don't know if that makes any sense.
Go. I think he's banking.
He wants to get close to Yvonne to spend the focus, maybe, so he gives him an extra die.
Possibly. That would be my guess in
Yeah.
this case. Get the
7
extra
flick
die
gunner,
and
though. We'll
hoping
give-
to set up for another
We'll give
good
oddball
move.
four attack dice and 2 wedges,
Yeah.
3.
Yep. That's exactly what's happened. Yvonne's going to give him the extra die. Yep, there goes the focus.
All right.
Static 4 die for
So
wedge.
Anakin and Wedge once again will not be shooting, so it's going to go to oddball. It's going to be, let's see.
Oh,
goodness.
my.
He doesn't have a focus though.
Rerolls.
Oh.
Hits for 3.
Does he have Besh? He does. Besh. He
Oh,
spends Besh.
my.
Oh, that's it. He's dead.
Wedge is down.
So dead no matter what.
Dead
Wow,
no matter
what a
what.
huge swing. Wedge, he just did all of that to try to get an extra agility. He should have just gone the other way. Barrel roll focus the other way.
Yeah, I would have tried to set up the shot just a little bit differently. He had all the space for the maneuver.
Will takes a 12-10 lead, a 6-point ship taken off the board.
Still a good game to play. Still 4 points for Anakin.
Shampo yeah, exactly. He could easily
Still easily
get the
turn it
lead
right back around.
Wounded pilot.
Yep.
The focus. He's stressed. Okay. forgot to do all that. Some forgotten stuff here,
Some
but
cleanup.
we're tired. It's casual.
Yeah.
Casual enough.
This ain't a
This
big
ain't Worlds.
GT. Yeah, it's not an official thing. We're playing
Even
for
a
fun
GT,
here.
depending on who I'm playing, I don't know. If I
It's
care.
like I give it to you. Yeah,
It depends on yeah, exactly.
we're cool. You've been cool to me. I give you that
I'll
one.
give it to you. All right, so Anakin needs all paint. Can he get it?
Good question.
Yes, he can. 3 of 8.
My gosh.
Oh gosh. And now he's gonna be impossible to kill.
Yep. Anakin runs away.
Will Scott with just the fortunes of the gods this turn. Oh my gosh. Unreal.
2 to,
Yeah.
very nice. They gotta show up sometime. Spins the lock.
Yep. On all of it? Oh, you have it calculate.
I have a calc, but do I feel like,
The math says, I think the math says all of it.
yeah, let's just do it.
Colby?
Just
Oh,
Is that the one?
Just one. Easy dodge.
Got it.
man.
Colby and
More Shampo here. Did Wedge have It's a Trap? Definitely not. He needs more other friendlies than himself.
Anything going on here?
Yeah.
Out.
And I think
And
even
at that point,
Sicko
it
might
was.
have been enraged.
Yep.
It was just
Sicko was
Yvonne.
just
Don't know
close.
how you
Yeah.
That was it.
anything with Yvonne.
Way too close.
That's crazy.
We got here. Is there a maybe get a weird shot?
Thank you. So scoring.
Scoring. I think you got 2.
around
I got the middle.
I'm out there. I'm out there. 2-1.
2-1.
14-11.
14-11. Woo, one last round here to determine the winner. And Will, you got the scores flipped on this side here. Let me fix that.
It was 20 to 7.
That worked.
Let's see.
14-11. Where's the where did the 14?
The 14 disappeared. Yeah. There it is. A little high. There we go. Perfect. 11's a little cut off.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, just a tad bit.
Like it's shade.
Like
it's
the
crossed.
S is missing.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. There we go. It works.
You got it. We did it. So, win condition for Will. Keep Anakin alive. I think that's going to do it.
Pretty much. He's got a good chance of it, too. Just staying right out of the firing arts and just dodging. If anything, that is what the Edda is good at doing.
I think she got tested. She got pointed for the devs can't track her down. Therefore, she must be great.
Yeah, this should do it. Last round.
Oh, she's got 2 agility and 4 health.
God. 7th Fleet Gunner. He went all in on.
50-50 chance on the
Well, I guess it was double modded because Besh does give you that ability to spend the lock to change the result. So getting that was nasty. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely terrible.
It's a trap is tough to get off unless you're running
Yeah.
V-Wings, I feel.
Yeah, that would make sense. And
I just don't like how unfair, like it's a defensive mod. Not a lot of them exist in the game, ways to defensively mod your like reroll your dice, right? But the fact that it's a trap and no escape are so different. No escape is a lot easier to get procced.
yeah,
Is like,
especially being in an Empire upgrade as well. You're usually running very aggressive.
I get why they don't want you to be able to count yourself for a defensive reroll because that could get abused. I think now though, like in the cases of like Wedge and stuff, in that case, like him being able to reroll a die, I don't know how. Will wouldn't have liked it, but no, that wouldn't have seemed too overpowered.
But it wasn't honestly, if it took me 3 or 4 shots to kill Duchess, I would feel like
guess.
it's when she dies on the second shot
Anakin towards objective. Obi-Wan's probably on the hunt for Ezra. Not sure what we're doing in the top left there. Guess we'll see.
Yeah, what do you think Ezra does? Just
Ezra's definitely gonna either try to weave through them gas clouds, or just try to
do
hard
you
into
just
the
five
paint.
straight and then just risk the strain and everything?
Wouldn't be a terrible thing. It is just ion after all, and if you can get out of the
It
way
is a
of
strain.
Obi-Wan,
That's the only thing.
Strain, yeah. And maybe some ion possibly, but
Yeah,
there's options there. There are options there.
definitely know that Oddball is hitting that rock, so he could be shielded down here in a moment.
For sure.
Last round, guys. I can't tell if they heard me, but I think they figured that it was. I think we're good. Either way.
I believe so. I have hope. You got a loud enough voice.
Just enough.
Just enough. Just enough.
Ready.
I gotta risk it.
Risk
I don't
it
have
for
to risk
the
it.
biscuit.
I don't
It's good
have
for
to
the
risk it.
biscuit. Uh-oh. Put it back with my stuff there. Should be under the price pool.
Live by it, die by it.
Here we go. The road roll. Final road roll.
Looks like it is Ryan up first.
10 did spend his stress. Yeah, he did.
Nice thing about the B-Wings. Hey, look. Here's an easy mod that I can get.
Nice thing specifically about 10. Something Braylon doesn't have the luxury of. He gets
No.
rerolls, but he's stuck with his stress.
Yeah. Sicko 3 bank into a bump. Magnet mod not doing him any favors right now.
That's where the
It's
magnet
cool,
can be
but it's like,
a little
whoa.
tilting. You're like, oh, it's flying off.
My OCD is tripping hard at that. It's cool, yeah, but like, I gotta fix my ship every time. Yeah, they're allowed to know the time.
Yeah, we don't. A lot of us, like more casual events, smaller events, we don't subscribe to the whole, rolling dice to determine time and not telling people the time.
Yeah.
It's, no one's keeping track of the time. There's no timer.
It's a nice thing when we can just say, this is how we're gonna do things. Looks like he's getting out of some problematic stuff. Oh yeah, friendly bump, that's why.
Yeah, so he's gonna.
Yeah, Ezra through the cloud, gets away from a lot of
See
it.
if he gets ionized, then he doesn't get to
Takes a
evade.
strain. He gets the ion.
Yeah, if he gets the ion, he can't evade. That could be something
that
else.
could be a pretty big one for him. There's a roll.
No ion.
And no ion. Is he gonna... Does he evade? I think he did. Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Thanks.
20 to 16. Holy
Maybe holding out on oddball.
Hey, Dean Kong, how's it going? Tuning in for just the end of our stream here. Final table here. In-person X-Wing. You don't get to see that very often. That's what we do here. Sometimes. More than most.
One bank. B-Wing staying hot on Anakin. Will really thinking right there. Gonna be honest about that.
He doesn't need the barrel. It's just so hard. You can't. I mean, it's so hard to line up bullseye when Anakin's moving after you.
Yeah.
Hitting the lock.
It also depends on where he's moving.
Yeah, if Anakin goes this way, it's brilliant.
Do the fake out and make a left turn.
Yeah, 2-bank barrel roll. He doesn't even get shot at.
There he goes. And I think he cleared.
Did he clear the rock?
Yeah.
What should I do here?
He did, in fact,
I couldn't
clear the
stress.
rock.
Right, does the barrel...
He did clear.
It don't do shit.
I'm trying to get...
A boost will only let you get.
objectives. We're...
Yeah, I think we're good for that though.
You can't get 4, so I just can't lose things.
Trying to lock down the game.
There you go.
Roll that way.
Yeah, just get away
Further
from
out of arc.
Colby.
I don't blame him.
Yep.
And that is red.
Red. Yeah, R4, but expert handling.
Yeah, can't. Obi, 1 hard to the left, please.
Just a 1 hard. Okay.
We are going to force boost.
Bank boost.
Pilot
Makes sense.
left. Oh yeah.
I'm in danger.
And then barrel roll
I'm in danger.
this way.
That's what you gotta add is a little Ralph meme.
Is that too far?
Yes. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not. Oh.
Probably not, actually. Good. Good to go.
All right. You ready for this, bananas?
I'm not.
1 hard.
1 hard. Well, that'll work.
Will it?
Staying
Could
stressed.
almost predict that one.
Are you R4 out there too?
Nope.
Ooh.
So, after you were from the Obi-Wan at range 0 to 3,
Oh, here we
there are
go.
more enemy ships and friendly ships at range 0 to 1.
Oh, Shampo's giving the applause. He just triggered his ability.
Spin the force, get rid of the stress.
No way! He's barrel rolling out of arc! What a move!
Very well done.
Oh, that I love that. The sportsmanship of Shampo is like well done.
My.
I don't
And
need
if he
to
has
kill
range
him
1, he
on
gets
bullseye.
7th fleet for it to try to just kill 10.
Oh my. And there's the lockout.
Doesn't get stressed.
Yep.
No stress for you. Very
We're happy
nice.
there.
Wow.
There's the lockout for the
Bananas.
game.
Yeah, bananas. So
See how firing goes.
All right. Here we go. Is it range 1?
no bullseye.
Close.
So just 3 dice.
There's 3 dice.
2.
So he's rolling.
Reroll.
No, not
No,
7th
no,
fleeting for some reason.
1 damage
one.
on to
Yeah,
10.
he's going to be okay. Incredible move there by
In this case,
Will.
Will's just gotta hold out.
Will is, yeah, he knows what he's doing.
You
Got it?
all. You got
It's
all day.
bullseye.
What I'm gonna do now?
Obi-Wan bullseye.
7th fleet gunner.
Obstructed.
7th fleet
2 dice.
gunner this shot.
That's why.
CLT.
Okay. Seems like a kill.
No, because that's too many. I don't have a focus. I'm gonna spin the lat reroll on 2. 2 force.
1 hit, 1 crit.
3 and a crit.
Tries but doesn't.
Nope. Doesn't get
And
Ezra.
that's it. And Ezra is down, and that will guarantee the game.
Easy.
Good game.
Still some chances to get some points there.
I doubt it. Unless Yvonne gets extremely
Crazy crit chain. 1 damage there's 4. That brings you up to 15.
Yeah.
Um, 15 for that. And then you would have 16 there. We would tie there.
Yeah.
Play it out or call it there?
We could play it out. Sure.
sure, let's do
Maybe I get lucky.
Yeah, no,
we'll do
absolutely.
the range 2 from Colby.
Yep.
10 obviously has no shot. Well played.
Always play it out.
I
Yeah.
waffled on that one so hard.
Only 2. You're not gonna kill.
Nothing too.
Oddball
Yeah, he's out.
takes 1. He's fine. Thank you, Catherine, for being a good mod. Appreciate you.
Range 2. For 1.
Oh, keep missing the dice box.
Missing the dice box. Ooh. Yeah.
That is the game. Congratulations to Will. There is the handshake.
Good
game.
match.
Great
Good
game.
match.
Great game. All right, everyone. That concludes it. Will taking it home here at Slice and Dice. Head over to the booth. We'll say goodbye. Taylor, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate you
Thank
being
you.
over here.
Thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week.